typing up this essay that I've got for our next thing because we went viral. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I'm Riker, and I'm joined by R. Reed, Armstead, and DJ All Might. Follow us on Twitter at EVYD Black Men, Instagram at Everyday Black Men, and the Everyday Black Men Facebook page. Our website is www.everydayblackmen.com, and our Patreon is EBMP. Subscribe to the Patreon. Lots of cool content on there you won't find anywhere else, and all episodes available 24 hours ahead of time.
I think we should try to get Pinky to do the podcast.
Oh shit, man! If you can get Pinky to do the podcast, I'd pay her before I pay Project Pat.
Just $50. I mean,
what makes you think that he was talking about that Pinky? He might have been talking about Pinky, nigga.
No. There's only one Pinky. There's only one.
He was right. There's only one. That's only one that matters.
Correct. Absolutely correct. But Pinkies aside, what is one thing that should be taught in school but isn't? We'll start with you, Armstead.
Walt Disney actually did freeze himself. Oh, hold on.
Two things: money management and some type of trade. And what I mean by trade, I mean
mechanic, woodworking, carpenter.
Just
Those,
electrician.
Electrician, yeah.
Yeah, like too many people don't know how to use a screwdriver or a hammer or a turning wrench. I hate the fact that I see a lot of women that know how to change a tire and men don't.
That was pretty good. Reed, what about you?
Straight sexual education. That's it.
You don't think that we have sex ed right now?
No, just straight sexual education. None of that weird stuff.
It's straight.
Yeah, none of that weird stuff. Nah,
so you live in Georgia. What kind of education did you get?
We should teach more music, but we should go with more songwriting. We need better songwriters out there and people who critique them because these kids are trash. Although I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret when we get to the music section coming, but yeah, so we need more songwriters in America because it's possible. Like we need better songwriters because you guys are getting trash. Oh God, you guys are trash. But all that other stuff is important what he mentioned too. But yeah, songwriters. I've never seen a class about songwriting.
No, not at all. Not a single one.
But
it's almost like
they
don't want you to know.
Oh, yeah. Everybody want to rap. Yeah.
Everybody want to be a rapper.
Well, I would just say writing, period, because we need more script writers, black script writers that can speak on the authentic black experience, which is, I think we name only like 4 shows where we're like, that's kind of authentic to the black experience. My wife and kids.
Well, we just lost one of the the biggest pioneers, isn't it? Melvin Van Peebles.
Yeah, he did. R.I.P. to him, man, because he was all over the place with that stuff. Plus, he was, a pioneer when it came to cinema.
Yeah, he was one of the first blacks to like independently fund his own production company or something like that.
Sweet revenge.
Yep, Sweetback. That man knew how to. Yeah, very much so. I mean, the whole era that he was in was interesting because it's like. Exactly. The blaxploitation era was a very interesting era of film because it's like we had our own films, but we didn't really have our own films, but we got away with a lot of stuff because white people wasn't watching. And then once white people started watching, it started getting more and more boxed in and ensuring that you don't piss off the delicate white ears. They can't hear these truths that you're saying, like all white people are slightly responsible for racism. Like they can't understand those things. What are you talking about? I personally didn't do anything. I mean, even though my wealth is generational and my parents made a lot of money off plantations, that has nothing to do with me. All right? I'm going to keep this money, though. I'm going to keep this money.
I told you, most white people down for the cause until you got to give up money.
They all about being down for the cause. Yeah, man, we're gonna definitely give black people. Oh, it's gonna cost how much? It's gonna cost me what? Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
It wasn't me personally. I didn't do it myself. It was other white people. They were the ones who did it. It wasn't me.
I forgot what it was, who he was talking to, but I actually even heard like Joe Rogan had a conversation with one of his guests about that, and it was like, that wasn't us that did that, or that was the conversation topic or the tone where it's like, people are mad about what some people did a long time ago. It's like, yeah, but the problem is people are still succeeding off of that or
Oh,
thriving
he
off
was
of what was
talking
done
to
back then.
what's that guy name? The little white guy who was a violinist and he grew up and everybody loves him.
Yeah,
What's that guy name?
I don't know
Come
his
on,
name.
guys. Y'all know him. He annoying looking. You want to punch him in the face. He's the one that
Yeah,
had that conversation with that trans person, and he was like, "You're biologically a man." And she's like, "I'm going to punch you in the face." And he just went, "Oh, you're going to advocate violence?" Of course they are, because she was bigger than you.
Exactly. That's how it works in the real world, nigga. If they bigger than you, yes. You say something they don't like, they will punch
he
the shit
stopped
out of you.
talking.
but
But what's that little
I
book,
I
man?
hate hearing that conversation from white folks because it's like y'all like again they always bring up the Holocaust and other freaking tragic events that are very prominent in the Caucasian fucking history, but man, you guys are mad about some stuff that some people did years ago. Like those people aren't even alive no more. It's like, okay, so what about the money? That money still has value and it actually is inflated. Does that not mean that what your what is it? Your point doesn't make sense on that because you're not going to give it back. You're not going to devalue that dollar again.
Well, wait a second, All Might. Why are you trying to give away this money, okay? All right, see, it was all cool until you started talking about giving away money that, I mean, I didn't personally do anything. I mean, sure, I may have gotten, billions of dollars from slavery, but I'm just saying, I personally didn't do anything, but I'm going to
No,
spend this money.
you're right. You know I was wrong. What about thinking? What's wrong with me? Ashamed
How,
of ourselves.
how dare you ask for equality, All Might, all right? That is not the American way, all right? You saw, I was so strict in.
It's Ben Shapiro. He was talking to Ben Shapiro, and he
It was
kind of
Ben
had
Ben
that
Shapiro.
same.
It
Shapiro,
Yeah,
was Ben
yeah.
Shapiro. I hate
yeah,
that
Ben
dude.
Shapiro.
I really
I
don't
don't.
like him.
I don't. I'm indifferent about him. Sometimes I agree with
It's
him.
his face.
Sometimes I
It's his
don't.
face. I think it's his face.
Yeah, him as a person, I whip his little ass. But
Yeah.
like,
His
yeah,
like I don't necessarily completely disagree with his points, but I don't
you're right.
always I don't really completely agree with the shit he says because the way he says it has too much spice of privilege on it. Like
Yeah, and he
that's
definitely grew up in privilege.
super. He's Jewish. He lets it be
Uh-oh.
known, and
Oh yeah.
he
You
was
can't say
spicy,
that, All Might.
but no, he's spicy towards the Hasidic Jews. Like he's
Uh,
spicy against everybody that's not in his category.
I mean,
Uh,
I'm like
that's
70
Peanut's
30 on
father.
him. Like 70 disagree with him, 30 like agree with him
But
sometimes.
he's completely when it comes to blacks and minorities, he's completely tone deaf. Like he's very
I mean,
um
he's a white male in America. He's the example that
yeah,
whatever.
but that's what made me dislike him because it's like you make all these pretty decent points, but then once you bridge it over to communities you don't know shit about,
Because
that's when you sound
the truth
ignorant.
is he's a scam. Like all of the
Oh,
so
go
called
definitely,
scams.
definitely,
Yeah,
yeah.
just like on the left
Oh
and right,
shit.
he's a scam. Ben Shapiro's a scam. Man, I hate to say this shit, bro, and I don't mean it all the way with him in the same realm. But what's that dude that got Harvard wouldn't give him tenure?
Um, Cornell West.
Cornell West.
He a scam too. Like I mean, I hate to say, you know what I mean? Like they're not actually for it. They're actually about continuing the conversation, and that's it. Like
Well,
Cornell
that
West is
was
much better than him, but what they call them, poverty pimps. Like
yeah.
there's always a couple in that generation. I'm just like, what are y'all actually doing?
Yeah, I'll give you. I'll agree with him on that because at this point we have literally no black leaders at all.
We
Nobody
do.
like no, we don't. No, I'm talking about like when there's somebody that needs to be like
Oh,
to
they get the
speak.
same fucking people.
Yeah, yeah, and they're
Jesse
outdated.
Jackson.
That's what
Jesse
I'm saying. We
Jackson.
don't. Those aren't black leaders. At this point they're
Kiss it.
obsolete and they're too
Kiss it.
detached from today, and they're full of scandal already from before half the generation was
I mean,
alive.
Cornell West ain't never got rich off black people, but he got rich off white people.
Yeah, I
Right.
ain't mad at it. That's why I said I ain't really mad at because he ain't really
Yeah.
pimp white people.
You
He
said
like you
who
said,
did?
he keeps the conversation going.
Cornell West. Armstead.
Who?
He looked like a modern day Benjamin Frank Levinson
Frederick
real
Douglass.
quick.
Yeah.
Frederick Douglass. I like the brother. Him and like Boyce Watkins a scam. The only people I
Well,
like is
first and
D-Ron.
foremost, Boy Watkins was fine until he decided that he was going to make this his only venture. Like at first, when he was on that YouTube, he was like, "All right, it's cool doing, this, that, the third thing." It was when Boyce Watkins realized that he could really shuck and jive. That's when it became like, God damn it, Boyce
Yo,
Watkins.
side note, B1 and what's that guy name? What we call him? Roly Poly. We're going at it over these Haitian these Haitian migrants. And I just thought he actually called out B1. I didn't think Roly Poly would acknowledge B1. But it was interesting. So I'll send it to y'all. We'll talk about it next week probably. But I think he put Haitian immigrants on there, didn't you? Or did I misread that?
No, I didn't put the Haitian immigrants on there because by the time this comes out, whatever's going to happen to them will already have happened. I mean, white people have pretty much shown their hand.
Didn't
And
they
it's
turn
funny
the
that
white
you
on? I
have,
mean, did they turn whips on them riding horses?
yeah.
Yeah.
They beat them, but this goes to show two things. All the time you hear these people talk about how, we're not like African Americans. White people have just shown you they don't give a fuck where you're from. They will
Yes.
whip you if they feel like they can because your skin is dark.
Yeah.
Uh,
Man.
so foundational Black Americans, what do y'all stand on immigrants?
I mean, I'm pro immigrant, black immigrants only, but
I'm not. I don't give a fuck.
no. You notice I said the word black immigrants only, black,
I
not
know
not
why, but I
not
don't. It
no
doesn't
no.
affect me.
Well, the thing about it is, black immigrants help out everything because, generally speaking, they tend to, at least at the beginning, be on our cause and on our side. It's all the other immigrants that be like, oh yeah, we very much agree with that. And then you go look at how they treat black people in their country. And you're like, y'all don't give not a single fuck about black people. So fuck y'all.
Yeah,
Truly
I
don't
don't
care
care.
about immigration at all from either side because it doesn't. I've never. It hasn't affected me directly. That's why I don't really care. Like it ain't stopping it. They still get here. So we just hear people talking about their entitlement of the stolen land anyway. So I don't really care, especially living in Texas and everything. Like,
Can they work at your place of employment?
yeah. There's over half of the personnel are either that or black, and sadly, there's a lot of tension between the two. I hate that.
Because they took our job.
It ain't even that type of
Did
tension.
take our damn job.
It ain't even that. It's the you just see the stereotypes across the board from both sides, and me being an observer, I really get tired of it because it's like if I can turn the mirror and speak freely, everybody in this bitch would be offended because it's the same. It's the what is it? The kettle calling the pot black, or the tortilla calling the bread wheat. That's how I said it.
That's most definitely what it is. Like immigrants think they're initially better than Black Americans, um, Hispanic ones in general, because the black people in their country they don't pay attention to them. They treat them like fifth world citizens.
So,
So
so
they
you know
continue
what?
that trend.
I've had that discussion with actual Mexicans when I was in San Antonio because it was a Mexican woman I worked with, but she was from here in Dallas, and she was like, "I hate these Mexicans down here in San Antonio," and I was like, "Why?" I was like, "They're Mexican." She's like, "Yeah, but they're not." She's like, "They think they're better than everybody else." It's like they don't even have to be legal. They walk around with a sense of entitlement. And I was like, I never noticed that. Well, then I did realize I actually genuinely did dislike Mexicans in San Antonio because they looked down on me. Here in Dallas, I have no problem. Like in California and everywhere else I went to, I've never felt that way about anybody Mexican. When I was in San Antonio, I had a strong disdain for Mexicans that were San Antonio Mexicans.
South Americans, I think we all, I mean, except for Riker, I think we just don't care. It doesn't really affect us. I don't think they're a positive.
It doesn't. They're never gonna
they take their jobs, and I'm just like, okay. I mean,
what's funny is they're you remember what you said about what is it about deer? Was it deer? They're invasive species or whatever. What is it? An invasive something to the ecosystem. Mexicans, illegal or not, are fucking very key to the American ecosystem or economics at least. You get rid of all of them, a lot of shit would change drastically in the workforce.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Hold on, but I will point out a real irony that's going on. They're saying there's more jobs available than ever, allegedly, but y'all won't let immigrants in.
Well, no, the thing that's funny is whenever people say, "Oh, there's more jobs available," it's like whose jobs?
Yeah.
Whose jobs are these? Because anyone that you talk to will tell you, "I've applied for X number of jobs," and employers at this point in time are ghosting people.
Yeah, especially people with fucking education and credentials.
Exactly. You mean pizza nigga? Because most people don't have
blue collar jobs are available where you are serving.
No, not blue. Those are black collar. Blue collar jobs have stability. Those are black collar jobs.
Well, the
Those are the
black and blue
fast
collar
food.
jobs are available there because there ain't no white collar jobs available.
Yeah, the white collar jobs, you be having 78 applicants and they be choosing like maybe the white guy. The white guy. The trans white guy. The other, I guess, white girl, I guess.
So
Flamboyant gay black guy.
I just
The white
Hello.
woman.
I heard that recently now they're actually looking for police officers.
I can see that because all of them, yeah.
They pissed off APD. So yeah, they definitely look for police officers. And these new police officers, if y'all thought the old ones were bad, ooh boy, y'all about to see.
These are
'Cause
fresh off the MAGA pie.
these are fresh off of MAGA. Like when they heard Trump, they're like, Trump spoke to my soul and he let me know that I need to let this hate in my heart out on
MAGA
these
mouth.
niggers.
Yeah, the next crop is gonna be more riddled with fucking Nazis and Klan members than the original crop.
They'll be like, I thought this was supposed to be better. Yeah, better for us, not better overall. All right, we didn't tell y'all that's what we were gonna do. We just said better.
I
We just
mean,
didn't say
and the
who.
sad is that system is so fucked up and corrupted. You can't even buck it because they'll hire internal affairs, and guess what? It's all in internal affairs.
Of
Like,
course, you got to be able to pass the obstacle course, but
Oh yeah, you got to get past the obstacle course.
I don't get that because I was there's a sheriff school like down from where I worked, and they were getting lunch, and like all them niggas were fat.
They don't
All
gotta
of them.
I
keep
believe it.
passing the obstacle course. They just gotta pass it once.
They just got to pass it once.
Well, they
I mean,
weren't. They were students still. Like they weren't even. They are learning. You can see them in their uniform without the any badges and striped stars and that like that. They were
from every
clearly a
place,
cadet.
Do they have
but they
guns?
still gave him a gun though.
They had guns. No, they ain't allowed to enforce law yet. I guess, or allowed to beat people outside of the campus grounds. I guess.
Oh, so that's how they do. They trick people. Come over here, man. I just want to have a
Must be in week
conversation
one.
with you.
Right. But yeah,
but
all of them dudes
every place
super
does
chunky.
every place does something different. Like you got to be able to carry a 250-pound dummy or a certain.
I agree.
You should be able to fireman's carry a certain amount of weight.
Yeah, you got to be able to walk across this balance beam. One of them, you got to jump through a window. I think the hardest one that I've seen was that you got to hold yourself, from a bar for 60 seconds. I feel that's probably the hardest one on all of them for most people, especially if you're like a person that's overweight.
But most people are overweight.
But they need to update that because people are bigger.
Yeah.
I'm literally considered obese at 190.
But see, they never had the BMI correct for black people, right? It's always some fuck shit where it's like, yeah, if you're white
I
and
mean, it's
have no
race specific.
booty, you no, they're not race specific.
Talking about the
They're white
genetics, you know.
specific. They're white specific
Right.
because
So
anybody.
this is
Go
how
ahead.
you choose BMI. All right. How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Okay,
editing
God
all
damn,
this
all
shit
y'all
out.
niggas under
So
6 foot club?
that
Well,
means
fuck you.
that means you're 69 inches tall. So if you take 69 and divide that in half, that
Shut up, Austin. I already.
if you divide that in half, that should be your waistline. Your waistline should
Yeah.
be half your weight. Sorry, your waistline should be half your height in inches. That's how you know if you're at a good BMI.
I'm right there. I wear 34. Usually, I go with 34. It's comfortable. So 33.
Yeah. Make sure you're below that. You got to be below.
No, well, if I'm 69 inches, 34 is right there. Yeah, I'm right there.
So you're at a good BMI.
Yeah. But I mean, I know that. Like, the reason I say that was like when I went to basic training, they used the BMI to determine if you're overweight or whatever as a training for boot camp, and they made me skip breakfast and I got to eat lunch to be able to get down in size. So I went to basic training bulky. Like I got bulked up before I went. I wasn't fat, but they were like, "Oh yeah, you weigh too much." And it was like like y'all are looking at me right now. You can see I'm literally like swollen as shit right now. And I got cut up obviously, but they was using that scale, and it was like it pissed me off because nigga couldn't eat until fucking noon, but.
No, I'm
It's
the only
funny.
one above
racism.
the 6 feet club.
What'd you say?
I didn't know I was the only one above 6 feet. You seemed like you were 6 inches. 6 feet.
Who, me?
Yeah. Maybe I just looked at
I
you wrong.
wish.
I
No,
think I really
he
don't
just
care
has
about height.
6 feet
It's
swagger.
different when you looking from that high up, you asshole.
Bro, I'm like only like
Are you
4 inches taller than
you
you.
are height shaming. You are height shaming.
Height
You are
shaming
height
motherfucker.
shaming, bitch.
Man, same way you read.
I can't believe you, Reed. We can sit up with
Can't
your
believe it.
sexism and your homophobia, but the height shaming,
Exactly. The height shame has got to go. All right.
I can't change that. All right. If I can
Not at
be
all.
6'3", I would.
Maybe one trip to the chiropractor. You know, have you guys seen them new chiropractors that be putting that rope around your neck and be pulling? That
I
Hell
shit.
haven't
nah.
done that, but I did. When I was going live before I moved here, I was getting regular sessions every week, and they got a machine that decompresses your spine. Like they chain your upper torso, they chain your hip area, and it like slowly, at a certain tension that they set it at, decompresses your spine. Felt good as fuck.
I saw this dude. He had one. He was laying down, and he tied this thing around his head. He was pulling on it. Then he just yanked it, and then dude, and he did his measurements. And he was like he was a bit taller last time he got it done. I was like, shit, this is like a.
I'm gonna get the surgery that Carl Broflovski got. Get my knees extended.
That didn't
Extend
work
your
out too well.
knees.
You gotta get somebody balls and put it in your knees, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to, man. I'm about to go ahead and start a GoFundMe for somebody's balls.
Man, you have to see the
It was a
episode.
joke. It was
You
a
got to
joke.
see that, yeah. They're only for it's for aesthetics though. They're not performance based.
Yeah. So don't be running these shits. All right. You running these shits. That's gonna be it.
I don't even run. I ain't running for nothing but the police. All right, guys. I know this went on docket, but I was talking to old lady about this because I kind of felt offended about it, and it pissed me off because Nick Cannon is no further from Future than Future himself, and no matter what the fuck he tries to put on a Koofy or
Technically, Future's better. But go ahead.
because Future at least has an identity.
Correct.
We caught an
Our
episode of
God,
Wild 'N
our
Out.
God.
Your
It
guy.
was an episode of Wild 'N Out because we don't watch it like at all, and I was like, he pops up and he had like fucking cornrows in the Coolio style, the super mad niggerish flamboyant outfit, and
Who,
then the
Future
commercial.
or
No, Nick Cannon. Nick
Nick?
Cannon.
Okay.
And I was like, why does he have to dress like that on the show that he's obviously pushing towards urban audiences? And then you don't see him do none of that shit on that mess. Like the show that they
He
want
showed
to
up
get
like
back.
a nigga at the Met Gala.
No. But when he's on daytime TV, he's clean cut, wearing a fucking button up shirt, and he's talking in the most proper way.
With all of the King's etiquette.
Yeah, he's got a TV show that's replacing Wendy Williams, and that nigga is clean cut, wearing a shirt and talking in the most proper, proper
Fashion. All the King's
fashion and
etiquette.
everything. Yeah, like I felt some kind of way about that because I was like, we already knew this nigga's like hands down one of the corniest niggas alive, no matter what they push and saying he got hoes, yeah, because he paid them hoes. So that's still corny.
I ain't got to pay him. The women like that he had money.
Yeah, but I'm talking about before. This the fact though. He was paying. He admitted to that
Yeah.
on a Vlad TV interview that he actually was like, I feel like every woman is with me, I gotta take care of. So if you're with me, I got you. You ain't gotta do nothing. Like he literally said that. He actually said it worse. I summarized it. But that nigga simps. Like he pays what? That's all you're doing. That's why Mariah Carey was whatever task that she was because he couldn't pay her. The bitch got way more than he does, and then made that nigga wait for it. But
That was
they
just good
fought to
business on
get
her
this
part.
fucking uber niggerish show back, and like the show is already like played beyond it's ran its toll. It was funny like the first few seasons. Now it's just a fucking what is it, jumping the shark looking ass show, and the way he pushes the image, and then he wants to sit there and put on his fucking turban and speak all this other black excellence, what he's doing and positivity and everything. It's like, but images, everything, right? Or at least the representation. Like you just clearly show, hey, if you want to entertain black folks, you got to dress like this and do this and that. But if you want those white people in the midday time, make sure you button up and don't bring any of that cussing around here.
Don't bring that nigga shit over here, boy.
Basically, that's confusing. That's just as confusing as introducing like sexuality or bisexuality or gayness to school age kids, elementary kids.
That's valid.
They don't need to have no goddamn sexual education whatsoever. Yeah, but somebody told a story about they're teaching homosexuality in some schools.
That was
That
my
is
joke earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Cause
that was his joke.
they're not gonna
I
do
didn't
that in
catch
no
my bad.
red states.
Oh no.
Maybe in
Are
them
they
blue
really
states.
teaching that for real though?
Huh?
Are they really teaching that for real?
Yeah,
I
they are.
mean,
And it's
to be
confusing
honest
to
with you, gay men need it. I mean, let's just be real with it.
well, but the thing is, they're telling when like a kid thinks like, all right, if you're homosexual is liking somebody of the same sex, and a kid will either they don't know what you mean by like. Well, I like my friend Tyler, but also like Jessica. Am I bi or gay? Like they don't know what they mean by that. It ain't going into depth about what that means. They're just like glossing over it, and now you got confused as kids asking questions that
I
really
mean, they're
shouldn't
all
be.
about. That's what it's about, confusion of the masses. But that's where you come in as a parent and be like, "Yo, they lying to you. All this
I
is
mean,
bullshit."
clearly, you don't. Yeah, but that's the other thing. When you
Tell your
send them to
friend.
school, your kids are at that school more than with you during the weekdays, at least. So you gotta. That's like you gotta de-educate them or homeschool them. Which I don't want to homeschool my kids because fuck, I want them to actually get into an Ivy League or something. I ain't got blue button. Or nothing.
That doesn't keep them away from Ivy League.
It does, but it makes it harder when you got a GED.
No, no, no. They still get high school diplomas from home, bro.
They give high school diplomas for homeschool.
Yes.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I seriously didn't. I only know I always heard about the GED, but I didn't know they actually. That's
Nah,
when
they
you.
got
No,
high
no,
school.
no. I'm talking about you talking about homeschool when they actually bring certified educators to the house, though, right?
No, no. Do you have
Are you
online
serious?
classes and courses you have to do, and you
But
do
the
it?
online
Yeah.
courses is with a licensed establishment, though, right?
For the most part, yeah. Because this girl I
Okay.
dated in high school went to homeschooling. I mean, she
Okay.
didn't go to no Ivy League, but she ended up going to Clark and Clayton State.
I didn't know they can get a diploma though. That's news to me. Like, I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
research it, but I always thought they was like I used to be confused by it. Like, damn, do they just
The
get a
only
GED?
and certain schools have like things you can still participate in, like if you want them to have social skills. She
Mm-hmm.
didn't do it, but the kid I know, another kid I know, he was on a football team for MLK, but he didn't go to MLK. He was homeschooled.
He just qualified for age and all that stuff, and I guess
Correct.
they submitted the
He
grades.
did football and baseball, but he didn't go to school with them.
Huh? I didn't know that.
But he still had his social skills. He actually ended up going to I mean it's not Ivy League, but it's still a good school. He went to Boston College.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
Boston College not bad.
that's news. That's real. That's honestly like brand new news to me, but I'm happy to hear it. I still ain't
It's
homeschooling my
good, man.
kids.
I think homeschooling is the best, man. And the way that they set it up now, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of those advances in homeschooling got times 10 because there's going to come to a point where they're going to try to vaccinate people kids, and if you know of any of these companies that are offering homeschool and they're public, I would say invest in them because some people are just not going to do it, and they're going to homeschool them, and they have an educator right there in front of them, and they're teaching them. You just have to check on them, make sure they're doing their work, but as a parent, you should be doing that anyway. So, I
But I want to
mean,
pay
Should
somebody to do that.
should.
it's an extra thing, but if you choose to have children, those are things that come with it.
Nah,
I
I,
mean,
I, I can see that. I honestly would hope the kid is smart enough to actually not need my help because my ass gonna be googling, confused as fuck.
like, wait till you have to do Common Core math.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna be there for math. Like, look
No,
here, little nigga.
so you remember when you would break the question down? That's
Mm-hmm.
all Common Core do. Instead of telling them to break it down, they go straight into breaking it down. Like it's not, you know how they would say, "Hey, do it," and then you did it, and it's like, "How did you do it?" And it's like, "No, how
Yeah,
did you do it? Move forward." It's not just the answer. They're just like, "How did you do it?" They
I used to
focus
think our
more on how
math.
you did it.
I hated how our math was. The word problems was. It was like it confused you. Like, all right, you read it now. Did you like you said? Did you break it down? Now, what are you supposed to be calculating, nigga? I don't know. You made me read a
Because
paragraph.
that's why Common Core is good because like even if you think about like how you do how most people do division or multiplication basic stuff, how they
Yeah,
do it is much easier once you understand how they do it. They do a lot of subtracting and adding, then that's much easier than multiplying.
yeah. My weakness was
Like
actually fractions and fractions.
I
Honestly,
could
that was it. I sucked at it.
like
Like,
I think what was the one I think they teaching those little tricks that they teach Asian kids like anytime you're doing times 9 you go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or it's 8
hmm
or does it go backwards 8
I think it goes backwards. I think I
7
seen the
yeah
video.
Yeah,
8
it goes
7
backwards.
and just
Yeah.
put the number in front of it and then just start back over. It was just
Yeah.
interesting. I was like, why didn't they teach us this? They were just
Well,
teaching
I
us
mean,
memorization.
America's just slow as fuck. 'Cause I said it on an episode way a while ago that everybody I've met that was schooled outside of the U.S. was hands down like superior to us in math.
I
Like
would
even
just say
somebody
our
was
top
dumb.
tier students. It's just again opportunity. That's why like white people talk all this shit, but like these public schools really suck because I don't get. Like, I think we had that discussion last week about teachers. I'm like, bro, not all of them deserve to get paid more. You should get paid more when your students do well and understand. That's when you should make more, not just because you're a teacher. You've
Yeah.
settled into the fact that
Nah,
teachers
see, I
don't make that
disagree
much
with
money.
that. I
Man, I
think
had some terrible teachers.
everybody at the bottom needs to get paid more. All of them.
I had
Yeah,
terrible
and
teachers. I
I don't
had teachers
think
that did not care.
I feel like the
Yeah,
salary should
I know,
be
but you can root those people out when the pay is better. Because when the
the
pay is
fact.
better, then it gets competitive. When it gets really competitive, then bad teachers get rooted out just by the nature of someone saying, "Hey, this teacher sucks dick."
But you don't understand
Uh,
how teachers unions work. That's not how they work. They're gonna protect the bad ones and the good ones. That's where teachers
but
unions
the
come to
thing
play.
about it is, once the pay is high enough, you don't have to worry about the teachers union because capitalism will solve that for you.
Bro, if you believe in capitalism and nowadays, good luck with that.
I
But
mean, look,
I would
man, I'm
argue
not saying it's solving in the
that we're
best
not in
way.
capitalism nowadays. Because we're not in capitalism a capitalistic society right now. That's just not how it is. But
We're an oligarchy, but people don't like that.
to the next subject, we were on a roll.
The price isn't right because
How
Kelly
long?
Price.
Wait, we skip music or are we doing music now?
No, this is starting music.
Okay, let's go. All
So
right.
the
Yes.
price isn't right because Kelly Price has been missing for 30 days. Nobody knew. How did she go missing?
I don't know. Nobody's supposed to be here. I think she tried that missing thing for a long time.
That's Deborah
I don't
Cox.
know Kelly Price songs. Yeah, I don't know. That's Deborah Cox.
You're absolutely terrible. Kelly Price had many songs that were
Could you name
great.
one of them?
No, he
Solid.
cannot. She has some good features, and I can't even name those.
I just remember those features with my boy Kelly. Kelly.
Yeah, I remember the "You Must Love Me" with Jay-Z. She said, "Shit, that's it." That's the only one that comes to the top of my head.
I mean, she had the whole soul of a woman when she came out
Keep going.
back in the old days of
All I know
1988,
about Kelly Price is Big Bone and
Hold on.
Black.
She came up in the
1998,
80s? Oh, I'm about to say, I thought she came
1980,
out in the 80s.
1998. She had
Okay.
Friend of Mine. She had Secret Love.
Okay.
She had Jesus. Was this a song?
Look, how
Was this
about
a
this?
song?
As a person, I hope that she is all right and she is to be found. As an artist, I don't care.
She's been gone for a while.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but she wasn't on nobody's radar. And even when I read it, I kept scrolling like, man, I hope they find her.
She had a national anthem which also featured R. Kelly.
That's why we forgot
Mirror,
about her.
Mirror,
She
Three
was the shit.
Strikes. She Wants You. Then she went into gospel music and her career kind of died from there. But before that, she had two
Sing it for the
albums.
Lord.
Ain't it funny they leave their gospel roots to go ahead and sing that sanctimonious blasphemy, and then when it falls apart, they go back to their gospel.
Wait. She came back. She came back with an
Yeah.
album that nobody listened to called Priceless.
How much did
And
it
she
cost?
also had This Is Who I Am. A Kelly Price. This is gospel. R&B gospel is not a thing. It's either gospel. It's either gospel or it's R&B. It can't be
Are
R&B
you talking
gospel.
about your relationship with Jesus and the way of love? I don't understand how R&B gospel is.
Then she had Kelly, where she came back, and she had Not My Daddy and Tired and Hemaholic, which
Look, bro, you
seems
might as
like
well
a really
stop.
bad.
We hope you're found. We hope you're found.
She had
Yeah.
It's
She's
My
been found.
Time, and she also this year had an album
Riker,
called
you are
Grace.
hurting. You are hurting her case right now.
Yes, bro. 'Cause ain't
She
nobody
had
looking for her.
all these classic songs, man. All these
Look,
classic songs.
Does she live
we'll
in
have a
Atlanta?
better. Yeah, I guess so.
I'm guessing. I'm
I
asking.
was about to say, are you trying to make us find her or find the success in her career? Which one you want? You got to choose one.
Yeah. She
I
was so.
mean, I'm pretty sure she would like the success in her career over being found.
Hey, is there songs going spiking on Spotify or social streaming platforms that she missing?
She got to beat my
I
boy Lil Nas
mean,
X.
Oh my God! Can we go? Let's go one podcast without mentioning that nigga.
whoa. Actually, I take it back. She was found safe.
Oh,
Yeah,
2
she was,
hours ago.
you already said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was found
I
safe. So
figured.
we're good.
I felt like she wasn't missing. It's just the niggas. It was a slow news day, and everybody knows she ain't been doing
Where
shit.
Kelly at? It's been a while since we seen her.
Yeah, exactly.
The cops are the ones who are looking for her, but apparently she mysteriously turned up right after that.
Got her in the media. Got people talking for about 10 minutes.
Once people get started talking, apparently she was found. But we will move on from Kelly Price to
I think we're more famous than Kelly Price. Keep going.
to Reed. He listened to a very flamboyant album recently. Tell us more
That
about it,
album was
Reed.
not
I
gay.
listen to
I'm
it
telling
too.
you.
Listen to it too.
Yeah. Give me some of your favorite songs on Lil Nas X album.
Did you feel less like a man?
The Lord is disappointed in both of you guys.
No,
man.
bro, it's not like that.
But he tells us everything is like that in everything he does. What do you
Hold
mean?
on, let Armstead
Yeah,
speak.
listen to the songs.
Well, hey, bro. So you listen to the album too. So Lil Nas X album Montero. I would say it's not a rap album whatsoever.
It's
He is not a
considered like
rapper.
That
country
nigga hasn't
pop.
rapped since Old Time Road, and he wasn't even
I
rapping
would
on
say
that.
more of a pop.
No, it's
Y'all
considered,
remember like
from what I
yeah,
saw, it's considered country and pop ish. From
to
what
be
they
honest
said.
with you, I didn't really like most of the album. It was okay. It reminded me of a Gorillaz album, and I'm not giving him praise on
What?
Gorillaz. I'm talking about how
What?
they make songs.
How dare
No,
you?
how
How dare you mention
no,
them in
I'm
the same sentence?
bro. Listen to that one song. It was like, yo, this sounds like a Gorilla song. Like the way they did the song.
Yeah,
Like it's a couple songs on there like that. I think the sun goes down. I think everybody heard that one before.
sun
That's the
goes
one
down.
about yeah. That's the one about him being gay, right?
I don't know.
Ain't
I had
all
to
of the
feel
songs
lyrics.
about him being gay?
Life After Salem was good. Am I Dreaming with Miley Cyrus was okay. Dollar
Millie?
Sign Slime was trash with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, and, oh my
Uh,
gosh, her voice didn't even go with the song.
Her voice doesn't go good on any song.
It just like the
my
I don't
name
even
be
know what
Megan.
it was.
Talking that shit, I'm gonna buy you 7. More bitches need to talk
You
like that.
leave Megan alone, okay? She's been through enough this year.
Best song on there though, Tales of Dominica. Ooh, that song is dope.
Yes. As a straight person who took the thing I took one for the team.
No, you did that for yourself. Don't be
Yeah,
talking about no did this for
that
the
was your
team.
own curiosity.
Hey, bro, it was supposed to be a big album. We have to review it. I know y'all wasn't gonna do it. You're gonna review some random person like Missy Bambaba, and I'm gonna review one of the biggest
Well, first and
media
foremost,
artists.
that is very racist to say. All
Okay.
right, Missy Bambaba is actually a very very high artist. The fact that you
I
would
don't even
say
know who
that,
the
you know,
fuck that is. Anyway, but yeah, Tales of Dominica, Industry Baby. It was on the radio. Scoop with Doja Cat. You might like it. I don't like it. Montero's still a
fuck
good
Doja
song.
Cat.
Oh yeah, we on that fuck Doja Cat. Dollar Sign Slime is trash. The song with Elton John, I couldn't get through. It was called One of Me. I couldn't get through it, but it may have been a good song. But The Life After Salem, Don't Want It, Tales of Dominica, once again, listen to that song. If you don't listen to the rest of the album, just listen to Tales of Dominica. It's an interesting song. And All Might and Riker, just listen to Tales of Dominica. That's it.
I,
Whole song
I
got
was
recommended.
I was intending to listen to it yesterday. Not his, not that. I was gonna listen to new music because I'm not listening to Lil Nas X anything ever again. But I got
Okay,
distracted. I
just
just
that one
I
song.
can't I can't do
Did
it.
you like Gorillas? That's what I'm saying. Did you like that Gorillas album?
I'm a real big Gorillaz fan, but I'm not giving him a stream.
All right, still the album.
I'm not even doing. I mean, I might. No. I just. You know, I really have a high disdain for dude. I mean, I just don't like trolls. You're like the only troll that I actually am fond of
He's
and
a
tolerate.
troll, bro. This
I don't
album
like
not
trolls.
as gay as he
You are the
is.
only troll in my life, Harvey. All right, is that what you want to hear?
The
That's it.
only troll in his life.
I
That
felt
You know,
is
special.
so nice.
One thing I'm
I
gonna
know.
tell you is don't really watch his videos. Like,
It's kind of like it's just like
I didn't
with
watch the video.
Takashi. I didn't support anything. Like I didn't watch videos. I didn't go to anything social media related to him. Like I refuse to put into that energy, that realm of. I ain't giving them what they want. Like he is literally another Takashi. It's just in a different fucking skin.
But
If you want
Takashi
to say.
do numbers with white kids. They love him. I don't get that. I don't
Yeah,
think he gonna.
because white kids got this. They like the fantasy danger.
True.
That's all it is. It was a fantasy danger to them. They like it's. They've always been that way. That's why a lot of these rappers that we don't understand why they still exist are fucking existing because they motherfuckers are
Like
their
Snoop
audience.
Dogg.
I don't know why Snoop is still famous. I mean,
Because Snoop
and
is
I'm
a business man.
now he is. That nigga was on a commercial for Corona, right? And then like commercial after that was the one with that turtle where he's like saving the bottle and saying this many lives. I'm like, but nigga, you just had a Corona. And it was a glass bottle. I don't get it, but I mean, I know endorsements and everything like that, but
I ain't got a liquor called a wine called 21
yeah,
something or
28 crimes.
28. Is it good?
I haven't tried it. I've seen friends drink it, but they also ain't up with a bunch of niggas trying to act like they're fucking cultured. So
Oh, okay.
True.
I drink my wine from a MB 2020 bottle.
I
So
mean, wine expensive doesn't mean the wine is good, and you know most people think that you can get some store bought wine that's straight. I just don't care to. I haven't tried it because I haven't been drinking wine. I might be. I've heard it. 'Cause his face is on the bottle, but they got another. You got something without his face on it, and I've had people tell me that was good too. But you know, niggas start drinking it when they saw Snoop
what's
on the
that
bottle.
wine I like? I only like one kind of wine off the top of my head, and I don't even remember the name of
Moscato.
it now.
You like
Not Moscato. It's a
Syrah?
red wine. It's a sweet red one.
Syrah?
No,
Red wine.
Sangria?
Stella Rose.
Stella Rose? Oh,
Yeah,
Stella Rose
Stella
is a
Rose.
dessert wine. Stella Rose is sweet as fuck. That's why you like it.
Yep,
It's
yep.
basically Moscato.
Don't call my wine, but I don't care,
Don't
boy.
talk
Just
about
let
shit
it.
about his wine.
Look here.
That's the
It's okay, man.
Chardonnay. It's
You listen to Lil
okay.
Nas, you like
It's
your
all right.
Moscato. Ain't nobody gonna judge you.
Nah, I'm okay. I'll drink it. It's okay. I mean, and I'll say like it. I mean, I would drink it. Anything else, I'm just pouring it down because everybody else pouring it down. Let's be real with you.
He said he gonna keep it 100 with you, Chief. He
Mm-hmm.
really only care because everybody else care.
Yep. And that's just if we're in a setting and everybody else drinking wine. I'm gonna have one glass and I'm gonna sip on that bitch all night.
Oh, you sound like me.
I mean, wine is okay. Oh yeah. Join our Patreon because we're supposed to mention it throughout the podcast like niggas do on
So,
every other video.
Yes. Join our Patreon, EBMP. It's a great
We're still
Patreon.
working
Got
on the
plenty of
content.
content up there. The
I mean,
content's there. We got what,
are you
like
gonna release? Are you gonna
three,
release them
four
on the
episodes?
regular? Are you gonna release them
Yeah.
on the regular? Okay,
Yeah.
and that's about the regular show. How early
Yeah.
do they get it?
They get 24-hour early access if they
Oh, okay.
subscribe. So be able to hear us talk our bullshit, and you get exclusive content that ain't gonna go anywhere else. Like there's episodes up there right now where it's like, I wish more people could hear this because they would really enjoy learning more about the everyday black man, but they gotta subscribe. So fucking subscribe to our Patreon. We got plenty of tiers. We got 3, 5, 7, all kinds of good tiers. I think
Is
it's
that a
5,
month?
5, 7, 10. Yeah, a
Or is
month.
that
A
a
month.
And we're gonna use that money to grow even bigger and better. And one day we're gonna create a big ass show, just like them niggas down in Miami, and have random bitches on. But we're not gonna do man no spirits topics because that shit played at this point. Man no spirits
Exactly. We just
played.
gonna talk about regular shit that people are doing. And
Yeah,
we're gonna make sure that we don't have to kick people out of the crib. That's also our studio because we're idiots who are living in Miami fronting and
Falcons
faking.
won.
Falcons won.
They first
About damn
game.
time.
before we
They first came
before we
four seasons late. Go
before we
ahead.
cap everything off, I've just found something that said Chinese officials are going further to stamp out cryptocurrency trading for its links to fraud, money laundering, and excessive energy usage. In China, there's already rules to stop the banks from offering cryptocurrency related services.
It's not gonna happen.
To be honest, no. China will get it. Will get it
China
done. But
will
at the
do it.
same time, unless they get rid of the digital yuan, I don't care. Like, unless you
I need
guys are
this,
willing to put your dicks on the line, I don't care.
I need this shit to go ahead and go topside so I can cash out and get away from it.
Well, I don't know if that's
Only
going to
thing
be
I have
happening.
left is I only have Bitcoin left. Like everything else, I cashed out on. I made a nice profit, and I just want Cash App to do it. I mean, I Cash App Bitcoin to do it, and so I can jump out and find something else to invest in.
Oh yeah, we should have our investor lady back, but she does forex, and I'm not I'm not recommending forex. And now, nigga, you do it at your own risk. You do it at your own risk. But I've seen people make money, and I've seen people lose money. So good luck with
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. Hey, good luck with that forex stuff. It can be very profitable, but it's like gambling. I mean, you never know quite what you're going to get, and no matter who tells you that they've done such and such and they've gotten so and so, please do your research and be also willing to lose because it's likely going to be like that in order for you to learn this stuff. So you're not going to be the greatest at the
No,
beginning, but eventually you'll get better. Hopefully,
the,
I mean, you
the
may not
cheap
get better.
loss. Oh, shit.
But yeah, we don't deal with none of that. But thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to another episode of Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I was Riker. That was Reed, Armstead, DJ All Might. please follow us on our Patreon at EBMP and subscribe. You can find us on Twitter at EVDY Black Men, Instagram Everyday Black Men, and the Everyday Black Men Facebook page. Our website is www.everydayblackmen.com. Peace.
Big pictures available on Patreon. Let's do it.
We're not selling our souls on Patreon.
Trust me, I got you. It's gonna be like the new OnlyFans.
This is why niggas can't have shit.